Greetings, programs. My name is Wretch, and I'd like to welcome you to Call of Cthulhu. Now, this is the official video game, guys. It's been approved by Chaosium Games, as well as Focus Home Interactive and Cyanide Studios. And when I heard this game was coming out, I instantly put it on my wish list, because, as you guys know, if you follow the channel for a while, I've played a lot of Lovecraftian games, but one of my favorites is Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth, which was another official game title. And it became a cult classic on the original Xbox, which is very fitting considering the genre. And I have purposely avoided kind of spoilers as to how this game's going to play, what it's about. I just kind of want to dive into the goodness. So instead of press start, let's enter madness. Get a new game started. And oh, I'm looking forward to this, guys. I can't wait. Chapter 1. Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memory in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Enter madness. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Whoa! Well, this has escalated quick. Whoa! Hi, Bruce. Alright, this is getting started in a hurry. Game saved. Well, you only have one chance to make a first impression. To move, alright. WSAD. I am using the keyboard and mouse for this. You can do it with a controller too, but I think this is one of those situations where quick reflexes are going to be needed. So we're outside at least. Or there's the outside. There's daylight, what I mean. And someone's been making some sushi. Jawbones. Just butchering sharks, man. To crouch, press control. Okay, I assume they want us to go that way, but... Space... E. Alright, E is use. There seems to be more slaughterhouse shenanigans going on down that way. So what have we got over here? Looks like we have a dock that direction. Sturdy chains. Oh! You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Well, I guess it's handy that this lantern's right here. Item obtained, hurricane lamp. Let's see, what do we got over here? We have got... Oh, Lord! Okay, I thought that was rocks. Those were not rocks. And bolt cutters. Lovely. And it doesn't look like we have to equip an item or anything.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
It rhymes. So we're dealing with a tentacled Dr. Seuss. Can we jump? Oh, we can't jump. That's not good. Rest in peace, Shamu.
What a putrid offering.
Now, I don't mean to get all plot twisty right off the bat, but is that our voice? So we've seen sharks and killer whales and...
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
To run, hold down shift. Is there something behind us?
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Okay, I thought it may have been a dream. I thought we were the guy in the uniform.
Whiskey.
Okay, well... Yeah, you keep coming back to it, sir. So, this is our office.
A lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
That... Is that the voice actor who did Reed in Vampire?
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. He's a good voice actor. I like him.
I used to be an avid reader.
Yeah, I can see that. Lots of books.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I have business here to attend to.
Edward Pierce, private investigator.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Item obtained. Can we... access anything?
I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Have a drink? Sure. This will affect your destiny. That's foreboding.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they're different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Pierce? Oh, wow. Oh, so we got a tree. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Medicine represents your medical knowledge, of course. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. And investigation. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object, or of picking locks. So we get to look at crime scenes in this game? Sanity. Mental trauma. Oh, there's a lot of... Okay. Nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the... I'm not even going to read that offensive, because I don't want to butcher it. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. Without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. They got caught in the crossfire. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Stable. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Darkwater. You don't have any information yet. Pierce Investigations Agency. My private detective agency, contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston where there's no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine. For the moment. Clues. Oh, wait. I guess Darkwater's the name of the town that we're in? Chapter 1. Lighter. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. F to inspect. Cool. This guy, this voice actor, tends to choose games that have some sort of ripple effect with World War I, I've noticed. Because Vampire was the exact same. Husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. And sleeping pills. Okay, can we actually inspect the file? Nope. Alright. Is there anything else on the desk? No? Nice tunes.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
And this is Boston. Boston hit by most severe blizzard in years, snow paralyzing traffic. Is he putting the pieces together already?
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
He's pretty specialized.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. But when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Prohibition, then? I also saw the Red Sox beat Dodgers, maybe? I see Babe Ruth there. Alright, I think we found everything that we can. Can we leave now?
I have business here to attend to. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Okay. Game saved. Oh, we need to turn off the radio. Alrighty.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh. Okay. 8 CP. Available character points. Eloquence, strength. Oh, man. Okay. Now, the thing about Lovecraft is I'm not sure if it's like Shadowrun, where a jack of all trades is a master of none, but 6 character points needed before the next level. 4 needed. I'm actually tempted to put the points in occultism and medicine. Four needed. And that's 2. Oh, we can get spot hidden rank 3. Okay, I think we're in good shape. We've upgraded our occultism and our medicine, and spot hidden. I guess that's useful. Well, especially if we're going to be checking crime scenes and such. Let's validate? Do you really want to validate this character point attribution? Sure.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Bye, Lucy.
I'm coming.
Ominous.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
That's starting off well.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Okay.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Your notebook details your current objectives. Examine the painting. Oh, okay. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He's convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. Well, it could be worse. This could be a painting of Joseph Kerwin. So let's see what we got here.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
It's not the king in yellow, is it? Anything? Nope. Alright. Now we... Actually, can we get a closer look? Because there's two people. There's two people in the painting. Well, technically three, if you want to count the distorted gentleman there. Or lady. Interesting. Okay.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report says the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You shouldn't take this. Okay, this is unlocked. Unlocked. Okay, unlocked answer. Investigation personal.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Let's see if our investigation / professional is up to snuff.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Alright, so maybe that's only revealed when our stats are high enough.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Perhaps you're familiar with their pirates. And find out about Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. and the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Oh, well, thanks for leaving the painting here.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
The Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Oh, we can level up. The medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh, I think it's a good thing that we put points into them then. Huh. Like inventory. Knowledge. Still, that's pretty cool.
I used to be an avid reader.
Okay, not what we were looking for then. Info on Darkwater. Ah, probably right there.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
So help me if I hear one outsider. Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Yeah, for sure.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
I was hoping to find an occult book here. Can we take the whiskey with us? Huh, I guess not. Okay. The Sarah Hawkins case. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Alright guys, I think this may be a good place to go ahead and end the episode. So, I think we'll go ahead and leave here and pick it up next time in the next chapter. I'm really enjoying this so far. I hope you guys are too. It's definitely caught my attention, and I'm curious how much Lovecraftian horror we're going to be diving face first into. But if you guys like the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.